Hi, and welcome to our WebRTC Fiddle of the Month. This time we're going to enjoy ourselves and we're going to talk about sharing your own tab. And why we're going to enjoy ourselves? Because the part of this Fiddle of the Month is going to be how standard bodies can make weird decisions, if I'd be polite. So in order to start, Philip, can you share your screen? And let's see what you've got for us today.
Yes, today we have an experimental API. So the first thing you need to do if you want to play with that API is you need to go to Chrome flags and enable the experimental web platform features. Should be set to enabled here. You can search for it on the top. And then you get this API called getCurrentBrowsingContextMedia.
That's a mouthful.
Yes. It has changed the name at least once.
Okay, and what does that API do?
It allows you to share your own tab, which is useful if you want to do things like record the meeting locally using the Media Recorder API.
Okay, I see that we've got a button here, getDisplayMedia. Can you click that one?
Yes. So getDisplayMedia is a standard getDisplayMedia API.
Yes. Oh, I've got a picker here. Go to Chrome tab.
Yes. Well, let's first talk about what we see. We see three choices: entire screen, window, and Chrome tab, which lists a bunch of tabs.
Okay, and the first one here in this case is, well, this tab.
Yes.
So now we've added a new API which does the same.
Almost.
Okay,
also
so
note that you can control what is in this picker using the title attribute of the HTML page.
Okay, so go click Get Current Browsing Context Media button.
Yes. And you'll notice we get a slightly different picker.
Okay, so we've got this tab, other tab, which will show all the tabs again.
The same as Chrome tabs on the other API, but in a different order.
Okay, and then we've got window and entire screen.
Yes, so the order is basically
reverse,
right to left instead of left to right.
Okay, I read Hebrew, so that's fine. We do right to left all the time.
Yes.
So they added a new API to do the same thing with reverse order and just take this tab and put it on its own picker just to make things more confusing.
Yes. The problem is that if you look at statistics for what users choose with getDisplayMedia, most of the time they choose the entire screen.
It's easiest. Less headaches.
Like 1, 2, boom, you're there.
Yes.
And
that's still a headache, by the way, because there are too many clicks in that.
Yes, but apparently you can't do a double click on this one because security.
And you need to select it.
Yes. So you just can't share. You need to click it and then share.
Okay, so now that we're happy, what does getCurrentBrowsingContextMedia can do besides just having a different set of windows in the picker?
Well, it's mostly about the different set of windows in the picker or choices. We can also do audio sharing, which we can try now. So we're going to run the fiddle again.
Okay, but that works also with getUserMedia.
With getDisplayMedia, yes.
Yes, getDisplayMedia, sorry.
Yes, and if you include audio, you get this checkbox here where the user can choose whether to share audio or not. The user can unselect it.
It's funny, he can only, so here sharing audio is opt-out, not opt-in.
Yes.
And I cannot do opt-in of sharing audio.
Not really, because that's what the application asks for.
Yes, okay.
You can't share audio only, which is weird. And if we go to the other tab, we see you can share your audio as well. And I'm on Linux, so on this operating system, I can share the audio from a window or the entire screen, which means the option is not available here.
Simply because they're not using the correct device drivers or security on Linux or whatever.
Yes. which gets confusing. I mean, if you're a user and get asked to share your audio and you get this screen, you would be like, where do I share my audio? There I can share my audio. And here, sharing audio is off by default.
Oh, that's great. So let's see. We've got the following. I am building an application. I can put my share screen button anywhere I want. Let's say a green button at the bottom center of the screen. I don't know, like some kind of an application does. I can make it blue to the left side. I can call it present and put it somewhere at the top, like another vendor does. So the first thing I need to do as a user is search the sharing button of the application on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Once I've done that, if I click that, there is not going to be an obvious selection for me of what to choose, because if the developer decided on getDisplayMedia, it will start with sharing the screen, the entire screen. But even then, I will need to pick that, so that's 3 clicks away. But if the developer was, let's say, I wouldn't say smart, I would say just adventurous, then I would end up with this speaker, which starts with a tab and ends with the entire screen.
Yes, and note that you need to select this tab before you can share it.
Obviously, that you can't give users too many things to make this easy for them. And then if the developer used getDisplayMedia, then audio sharing is opt-in. And if the developer used getCurrentBrowsingContextMedia, then audio sharing is opt-out.
Yes.
So, to sum things up, if anyone in the standardization bodies wanted to make something complicated, they successfully done that with these APIs.
Yes.
Okay. So, if you are a developer and you want to use sharing, you need to decide if you want to use getDisplayMedia or getCurrentBrowsingContextMedia or whatever the name will be half a year from now, and see what works best for your users.
Yes. And typically, you want to measure what the users choose. Mm-hmm. And you can actually do that quite easily, because we see in the JavaScript console, which might not be shared because there are issues. You can see the label here.
Okay.
And you can see, this is a current web content. Whereas if we go for a window, and it's stupid to include that screen sharing window, we have a window, something.
So that will be a different label for the media stream track object.
Yes.
Okay.
And for entire screen, we have screen. So you can do some kind of analytics on what your users are sharing. Mm-hmm. And in the past, I've seen that with getDisplayMedia, most of the users were sharing this entire screen.
That's the easiest. You don't need to think a lot, but you still need to have 3 clicks in order to do that.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you, and see you in our next fiddle.